Alright guys, I stopped by on my way home from work tonight and picked up a chunk of steel to make the adapter plates out for that rear end. I got straight edge cut set up there to slice it off so I can, that's the width of the bracket here, so that's what I need, and then I'll cut it down the other way to make two plates, one for each side, and then some of the other little pieces there I can make gussets out of. So I'm gonna set you guys up, time lapse here, and get a cutting on this. Alright everybody, I got the two plates I need cut down. They're a little oversized, so I can trim them after I get the axle and everything set in place and mocked up, but that's what we need. Next step is I need to drill a indicating hole in the center here. I believe it's an inch in from the edge there, and centered top to bottom. I got to measure how big a pin it is, and I'll get set up in the drill press and do that next. Alright guys, got it all set up, lined up here. Getting ready to pop a hole in her. I think that's the size I need. Grab a tape measure and we'll find out. Looks like I need to go one step bigger. That's the right side. This stuff's so thick I'm going to have to flip this over and round that other side out. So let's take her over to the cart and see if she fits down over the locator pin. Alright. Like a glove. And then I'll weld around all the sides. So get the other one. I'm gonna get the other one up on the drill press and get it drilled. Alright guys, got the rear end all set in. I first started out by putting the plates in underneath the axle there. Just got them temporarily clamped in with some welding clamps. But she's in, she's centered. It doesn't look like it's centered because of where the center section's at. But from the brake drum face to brake drum face, it is centered. As you see, I'm going to have to do some trimming. Took a little bit to get it in there. But next step is to mark my holes in my plate, get those drilled, and weld the plates on, and we'll permanently put the axle in there. As you can see, I got a little clearance issue up there, but that whole motor has to be moved to the right, so ain't no big deal. It'll clear once we get the motor moved over. From this angle you can see looks like it's got to go over about 6 inches or so. But like I said, I think there's more holes up there in that engine plate So I think I can move her over. If not, we'll just move it over and drill some new holes. Not a big deal. That's what fabrication is about. Customizing everything. But I do have to trim plates, like I said. But the only other thing I might have to do is in the original mount on the other cart, this little nub down here had a arm that come off to keep this rear end from rotating, you know, forward and back. I may have to bring something probably back here to this plate back here, and just to keep it from rolling. But like I said, no big deal. We can do her. So I'm gonna get the I'm gonna shut the camera off here, get those holes marked, everything, and mark the plate where I might need to trim it off, and then we'll get everything drilled and get the metal cleaned up and get these plates welded on permanent. We'll bring you back when we're doing that. Alright guys, got all four holes drilled. Got the frame all cleaned up there, the swing arm all cleaned up, de-rust, whatever you want, ground it down. I'm getting ready to burn her in, and right there's the right side. Bring you around. There's the left side. We'll get the welder all set up, get you guys set up, and we'll burn this sucker in. Alright guys, got this all set up, got the welder ready, and I just want to remind you guys, whatever you see me do in my videos is purely for entertainment only. Do it, follow me at your own risk, you know, do what I do at your own risk. I am no way near shape or form of any kind of professional or anything, so with that said, let's do some welding. I'm doing small tack welds like that, and I'm going to come back. I like to chip that slag off, especially since I'm using a flux core. It just seems like it helps a lot better to get a better weld. So let's get this other side here tacked on. Alright, there's that. It's all tacked on. I may put you guys on a time lapse and finish welding that up. Let's get that set up and we'll get her going. Alright guys, got it all welded, got the ends of it trimmed off down to where I need to cross the end down here, got it all cleaned up, ground all the flash off, all the splatter and everything, getting ready to throw a coat of paint on it. We'll throw a coat of paint on it, probably let it sit overnight so it has time to dry good, and the paint's just purely keep it from rusting. It's not I mean, as you can see, the rest of the frame and everything's pretty well, you know, flash rusted and stuff. Not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I'll get a coat of paint thrown on them and give you guys a look at that, and then we'll get that rear end in here and finish drilling holes in through here and there, and on two on the other side, and get that axle bolted in. So we'll bring you back after we get all that ready to go. Alright guys, it's been overnight. Plates are all welded in. I painted them yesterday. Got them all welded in there, painted up, ready to go. Let it sit overnight. Let that paint harden up. So next I'm going to drop this swing arm down, wrestle that transaxle back in, and get her bolted down. I've got to drill the holes first, but we'll get that. So we'll bring you back after we get that all set up. Alright y'all, it's halfway bolted in. I got the outside 2 bolts put in on each side, and I'm getting ready to drill the inside holes down through the swing arm here, and then we'll put bolts in that, and this thing will be locked in. So let me get set up here, and we'll get you guys set up on a time lapse and drill some holes. Alright guys, there we go. Got one side drilled there. I ended up having to switch to my corded drill. My battery went dead in my cordless. And I had to switch to my homemade long drill. I made this thing up years ago. It's just a piece of round stock. Laid it in a jig, welded her up, ground her down. She works great. Runs pretty true. So we'll get set up and get over on this side and get this one drilled. Alright guys, let's drill the other side now. Sorry about that guys, kind of dropped the light. We'll get her back. Alright, all them holes are drilled. Get them shavings cleaned out of the way, and we'll finish bolting it up. Alright guys, I thought I had enough bolts to finish everything. On the other side I am 1 bolt short. The bolt that I have just barely comes up through. It's not enough to even get a thread on, so I'm going to have to get to the hardware store and get one. But we can finish this side up. But so, all right, there we go. Rear end's all bolted in. I am going to have to make some kind of a bracket that I showed you on that bottom piece, because those rubber bushings under here are just about wore out, and I don't want to damage them anymore, so we'll make a bracket and get her bolted up and everything, get her solid. I think I'm going to end the video here. Probably going on long enough. I don't know exactly how long it's going to be, but the rear end is in. Looks good. I think on the next video we're going to work on getting the engine going. This little Magnum 8 horse here, Kohler, and if we can get it running, then we'll get it slid over and get the belt all lined up and everything, and see if we can take this thing for a test drive. So appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for stopping by and everything and hanging out with me while I'm messing with this old thing. If you're new here, click this like button and subscribe button and catch what's coming up next. I'm guessing there's going to be at least one more part to this, possibly two. Yeah, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.